just giving people a brief second to get online. And I know it's an odd little time, this hashtag training Tuesday with me. If you've noticed, sometimes I'm going live on the morning, sometimes it's in the afternoon, like now, also at night. I catch a little of everybody as their schedules allow. And so, welcome to our training segment today. I'm excited to see you all here. If you are joining in live, use the comment feature, if you will. Let me know if you are live or if you are replay, and it lets me know, kind of trying to gauge when we get the most bang for our buck. And so I'm just glad that you're taking a few minutes to think about what it might mean for you to live a more joyful time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope that Tuesday hasn't just taken hold and that you're still excited to be in this last week of January, the first month of 2020. Can you believe it? It's pretty exciting, I think. The day here in Fort Worth that started off incredibly dreary and raining and kind of just yucky, and it's shining now outside. It's wonderful. You can see kind of the light coming in from my windows, and it's still windy, but I'm excited to sunshine. I'm getting ready to go next week to Southern California, and there are a few people here that might be joining me for BRIM 2.0, which is a retreat that's focused on artists and creatives. On some time away, we're going to be spending time at Wilson Creek Winery and Manor, which is in Temecula, California. The setting is just incredible, and spending time talking about collaboration and what does it look like to be in collaboration with each other, how we do that well together. So thank you again for taking some time today to do this. We will not have Training Tuesday next week because I will be on a plane, and but I am excited about the content I'll be bringing back to you once I get back. Today, I wanted to jump right in, and again, let me know if you're here using the comments below. I want to talk to you a little bit about bringing more joy into your life. You know that joy and happiness is what I speak about a lot, what I'm writing about, what I'm trying to spend more time with. And I was thinking the other day, do you ever feel like all you do is prepare for a future joyful time? Do you know what I mean when I say that? So perhaps you hear sayings like, live your day as if it were your last. I mean, there's a lot of that going on right now with death. Helicopter crash in California with multiple families, including Kobe Bryant. But so there's a lot of those memes going around, and be sure you text someone that you love them, and don't wait to do any kinds. And that's all well and good, and I'm not discounting any of that kind of feeling. I think it's always important to live your day as if it is an amazing day, and you might not get another one. But if you're like me, you might have some trouble taking that to heart. And so I've been thinking about how we can experience joyful times. And sometimes the advice that we give, even from people like me, coaches and speakers, is that it's a lot of effort to do that. And there's these habits, and I have a whole program about that, and I don't want to get into that either. But it does take sometimes extraordinary effort on your part to experience joy. But the truth is, and this is my big truth bomb for you today on this Tuesday, is the truth is it's a choice. We all live in a busier and busier time. Even if you're retired, even if you're just starting out, if you're a student, wherever you are in your life, whatever, just being alive in the year 2020 means that we have a busier time. And because of that, we must remember to schedule time to slow down, to enjoy the moment, to make a priority be the people that we want to be spending time with and doing the things that allow us to enjoy life in the present. So you might notice my attire. I've been trying to be a little more professional on these things, but today I'm in workout pants and a sweatshirt and a cap because I haven't done my hair. I did manage to get makeup on. But the reason for that is that when I'm done here, I'm going to intentionally take some time. I need to be writing a keynote. I need to do 50 other things. I'm sure you're just like me. But I'm going to go work out because it is an important way to reset my brain, to get oxygen moving, to make myself healthier, to get out stress. I have to schedule time to make that happen because it isn't just going to happen on its own, because something else will always take its place. Everyone has a unique definition of what joy means for them. Just because I find joy in vineyards, so to speak. Some other people be like, my joy is toes in the sand. I'm thinking of Lisa Carol Pulliam and her whole toes in the sand group that she runs and the retreats that she does. Or maybe joy for you is curling up on the sofa with a good book or talking with a friend on the phone. And what you have your own definition of what joy means for you. And even on your busiest of days, you should strive to pause and remember and breathe about what is important in your life. And then live your life according to your own priorities. So I thought I'd give some helpful hints and some things to try about the joy of everyday living, the joy of the everyday things, because life is manic and crazy. We all have the ability, I think, to find joy right in the lives that we lead now. It's not a something there. It's not getting your life together, making sure all this shit has just gotten in the right space and hasn't hit the fan yet. It's none of those things. We have the ability to find joy right here in our life that we lead in this moment. And yeah, it is super fun to go out experiencing new things, but it is always best to start where we are internally with who I am as Susan. So you are in this moment. And there are things to appreciate. There are opportunities for joy in everyday situations. So I've made a little list here. I've got it on my handy dandy paper here to consider some things on your quest for joy and on your quest for fulfillment. So the first thing that I want you to do is something that you've heard about a lot, which is to spend quality time with family, and that could be friends too, depending on your situation. It is always a good idea to have meal times with another human. Always. Because I think you find a lot of joy when you spend quality time with a loved one at home. Some people might enjoy family game night. Others might prefer to talk and share what's happening in their lives. Some people have brunch that they schedule with their dear friends on a weekend. Whatever it is, quality time with your friends is a crucial way to get to notice and find joy in your everyday life. And it doesn't take much of a big life change to make that happen. So that's the first idea that I have for us together working on this. The second thing would be to act an activity that you actually enjoy. So I know that sounds kind of silly and it sounds pretty basic, but it's true. So do you skip out on yourself in a quest to do one more chore before bed? I do. I'm the worst. Do you choose your own relaxing activity and make it a priority? Or are you, oh, I could just do one more email. Oh, I just need to do one more thing. We live in a world that's the one more thing is the thing that we need to be doing. And I have just come to believe that choosing a relaxing activity to do instead resets everything about myself, makes it a priority. So whether it's playing a computer game on your phone or on your computer, it's reading a book, it's taking a bath, it's find something every day and then make it a priority that's just something about you. I want to thank my friend Melanie today, who reminded me, Melanie Binger, of this really important thing that I actually haven't been doing much of in my own life. Another idea, some everyday things that you can do to a little more joy into your life is to get some fresh air. Nothing brings you into the moment like fresh air and nature. In nature, you get to escape your frantic circus-like world for a few minutes and realize that you're a small part of something larger, something great, something bigger than yourself. And in those moments, you just get to allow feelings of well-being and joy to wash over you and cleanse your soul. And I know for lots of people right now, it's yucky weather. I was talking about the dreary weather that we were experiencing today here in Fort Worth, Texas. But wherever you are, try just for a moment to grab some fresh air, or even if you can't, if you're in the middle of a blizzard and that's just not going to happen for you, get up, walk around your inside, maybe look at some vacation photos, recall those memories. It's really important to make that effort to do that. Another idea that I have in that way, and that's make an effort to be stress-free. I mean, yeah, I get it. Like we all want to be stress-free, but that's really important that I use the words make an effort. Make an effort. The biggest threats I find to a joyful life are the stresses, the anxiety that arise in day-to-day life. They're just the things that pop up, right? That take our schedule off the rails. But don't allow these feelings to build up or they will take away from opportunities for joy. So instead, think about dealing with situations as they come up so that they don't turn into long-term stressful scenarios. Does that make sense to you? So deal with them as they come up. Make time. If something's really freaking you out, give it the time. Give yourself 5 minutes of freak out time. And then get up and go do something different and come back to it and figure out what you can do about it. Just little inclinations of yourself to do that differently. And so I've been learning about trying some new activities to get more joy. So once you've mastered that art of finding joy around you in everyday life, for me, it's time now to see where I can add it to try new activities. And you don't need to make major life changes, but trying new things and escaping your comfort zone from time to time will refresh and rejuvenate you. So here's some things that are on my list, and I'd love some comments below this video to know maybe some tips for some new activities that you're going to try. And maybe we can generate a list of that. First thing I'm going to start a better effort as is starting with my own hometown of Fort Worth, Texas. There are a lot of different opportunities for fun where you live, but chances are there are places that you've always been meaning to try. Maybe there's a museum, there's a restaurant, there's a new gaming facility. Axe throwing is a really big thing here. So try your hometown things, try them out, and that you haven't yet. So try that. Another idea would be, if you're an adventurous person, I tend to be, seek a new activity every now and then that excites you. You could try rock climbing or horseback riding. Maybe you could do canoe or stand-up paddleboard. Travel to a new and exciting destination. I know I've been kickboxing since November, and I hate it and love it at the same time. And so just try something different that makes your brain work, that gets your body moving, that engages you differently. Another idea with a new activity would be if you have family or really close friends, look for a family, friendly opportunity. Set a date to do activities together with your neighbors, other close families. Make it a priority so that you'll do it. A really responsibility, I realize, to opening yourself up to new things. So I'm going to encourage you, stay creative, brainstorm a large list, start enjoying them all, even if it's only one at a time. And I think what you'll find is you will have more joy in your everyday life. That's it. That's today. That's Training Tuesday. Remember, we won't have a Training Tuesday next week, but I look forward to hearing stories of how you are impacting your world and bringing a little more sparkle factor into where you are. Until next time, I'm Suzanne Castle. Have a fantastic day.